What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing a strategy to defeat the upcoming 7-star Dark Tera Feraligator raid in just one hit. That's right, we have a one-hit KO strategy that you and your friends or people in my community, and you can join my community by joining my Discord server to do this strat to easily farm the Feraligator. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So diving right into it, here are the Pokemon that you need to build for this strategy. And it's honestly incredibly easy to do in general. So one, we're going to be starting off here with the Tauros. This is the Aqua Bred Tauros form. The reason why we're doing the Aqua one is you resist water and you resist dark. So it's actually a really good Pokemon in general for this raid. So I do recommend it. And it has the item choice band, which is going to be incredibly important for this raid. Now, you're going to have max attack, adamant nature is necessary. And I like max speed on this because on turn 1, you do outspeed the Feraligator. If it doesn't have Dragon Dance on its regular moveset, then you will be able to outspeed it in general. Now, if it does spam Dragon Dance, then I would actually recommend going for max HP. This is going to be something we're going to have to change on the raid date when the raid actually comes out on this Thursday. But the important thing is you need to have the ability Anger Point, which is when you get hit by a critical hit, you get max attack. So you're going to be getting that +6 attack. And the only move you actually need on this Tauros is going to be Close Combat. That's going to be the best fighting type move that you're going to be able to learn on this thing. And we're going to be popping off a big Close Combat. However, you're going to wait for a couple other Pokemon to do their thing first. And the next Pokemon is going to be a level 36 Meowscarada. And level 36 is incredibly important because this Pokemon needs to hit our Tauros, land a critical hit, but we want to do as minimal damage as possible, and it is stab super effective, so we want to do minimal damage as possible. We're going to have the item Focus Sash, which is necessary because any hit will wipe us. So we want to hit the Flower Trick, which you learn right at level 36. And, you know, you use the Flower Trick on the Tauros, you're going to get hit, and then you're going to do nothing after that. Your stats and anything else doesn't really matter. But if you can get a minus attack nature, you know, just to minimize the damage and have no investment in your attack, that would be the most ideal situation for this Meowscarada. And the last Pokemon you need to build is Umbreon. We're going to have player 3 and player 4 on this Umbreon. And the Umbreon is going to be having the item Zoom Lens. Now, Zoom Lens will always make it so that your attacks don't miss. So that's very important. As long as you go second, which you will, because Feraligator naturally outspeeds us, we're going to have a never miss Screech. And we're going to be using Screech on both of these Umbreons to lower the Feraligator's defense. You want to hit that -6, and that's going to take a turn and a half to do. Now, max HP, max defense, plus defense nature, and the only moves you need is going to be Screech. And I would recommend Taunt just in case we need to change the strategy a little bit on raid day, where we need an Umbreon to outspeed the Feraligator to prevent any Dragon Dance setup. I will recommend having Taunt on that slot and then having just enough speed to outspeed a Feraligator with no speed boost, which honestly, if you just go max defense and max speed on your Umbreon, you will be able to outspeed the Feraligator. So you could do that as well, but we'll just have to wait and see on what their actual raid will turn out to be. Now, looking at the actual graphic here, you can see that we have pretty much everything we need to destroy this Feraligator at times 35 HP. If it's times 30, then we don't have to do all of this. It's actually a lot easier. But I would call this a turn and a half because not every Pokemon's going to be taking their second turn. But it is a one-hit KO. So, one, we're going to go for Attack Cheer as the Tauros player. And because we have Choice Band, we can't go for a move, but we can go for Attack Cheer, and that doesn't lock us into anything. Player 2 is just going to go for the Flower Trick onto player 1, and that's going to proc their Anger Point, and then we're going to be able to get that max attack. Player 3 and player 4 are both going to go for Screech. It's going to 100% hit because of the Zoom Lens, which is really nice. And then when turn 2 happens, Meowscarada players is going to drop their controller. They're not going to touch anything. They're done. And then all you have to need is one of the Umbreon players to hit their Screech. So it's very important that player 3 and player 4 both hit Screech as quickly as possible. And once you see that last Screech appear on turn 2, or I guess the first Screech to appear on the second turn, then player 1 will hit that Close Combat, and a +6 Choice Band at close combat from this Tauros will be a guaranteed one-hit KO. It's going to be doing 126 to 148% of the max life of the Feraligator at times 35 HP. So making it a relatively easy raid. And of course, if there are things we need to change on raid day, we'll do it during the live stream. But I am pretty confident in this strategy. And luckily, these are all Pokemon that we have used in these raids. So hopefully you guys have them. And I'll be raiding with members on the YouTube channel once we get this strategy figured out. So be there if you want to have a potential chance of raiding with me if you are a YouTube channel member. And of course, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. If you know any other great one-turn, one-hit strategies for this raid, please let me know in the comment section below, and I would love to check them out. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.